Hello everyone, and welcome to a very quick book talk. We'll be talking about a novella or a shorter story. This one I read, and it was it was ebook, but I don't remember if I purchased this one or if it was on Kindle Unlimited. It was on one of the two. I think Kindle Unlimited. Anyway, this particular book is Jedidiah and Abby. This was written by Emma Morgan. It was told in third person. It does alternate between talking about what Jedidiah is doing and then what Abby is doing, and the chapters alternate between the two. This is book number 1 out of 7 in the 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. I have seen the musical 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, which came out I don't know how long ago. So is this an adaptation of that? Quite possibly, as it is the 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, or maybe it's just a coincidence that it's named that. I don't really remember much about the musical. I need to go back and watch it again. So in this particular one, there was no audiobook available, and the actual story, I have a note, started on page 8. This is a Western historical romance. Would I say that this is Christian? Possibly, as it is reference to like someone needing their Bible on the end table or needing reading glasses to read the Bible. That's as far as any sort of faith or religious talk that it goes. For this one, Jedidiah is the eldest brother. He hears about someone doing this, and he decides to do it as well, which is to place an ad in the newspaper for a mail order bride. He does get a response. They decide to meet and become husband and wife right away. So Abby responds to that. She is looking for a change in her life. She gets on the train, goes to California. This is set in California, and meets Jedidiah for the first time on the platform. There's an instant connection, definitely an insta-love trope. So if you like the insta-loves and you like clean romance, this may be up your alley. So there's the instant love between the two. Of course, with this being a historical and it's older times, they're much more quiet and reserved about their true feelings for each other. And the next day they do get married. There is a little disturbance with someone that Abby knew, someone from her past that I'll just say someone from her past. And this person is drunk. He is known as the town drunk in this town of California. And then Abby ends up and realizes when she replied and accepted the offer to be the mail order bride, she thought it was just going to be her and Jedidiah starting a life. Comes to find out, he omitted the fact that he has several brothers, that she will be basically the homemaker, quote unquote, that she will be responsible for cooking and cleaning after the men and cooking for the men and things like that. And she is not too happy about that. It definitely makes her feelings known. And then it just goes from there as she realizes, this is what she wants, and she should have given him a chance to explain things a little bit more. He realizes he should have opened up sooner and should not have omitted this information. And it just goes from there as it's a romance, so their love grows and they come back together. And what are your content and your trigger warnings? You have basically with a lot of the historicals, at least that I have read, when they're set a long time ago, that it is the quote-unquote woman's job to take care of the house. And that is not an exception to this. This is definitely goes along with that. So it is the woman's role to take care of the house in this book. You also have, so that can be a content warning for some people, and others it would be something that they actually would like in their lives. Other content in your trigger warnings is you do have the death of a spouse talked about. And as I had said, you do have this commotion at the wedding where the town drunk shows up. And so there's a lot of emphasis on this town drunk, and a lot of people avoid this drunk, don't really try to figure out why he is a town drunk, things like that. They just make assumptions and try to steer clear. As far as any representation, the only representation that I was able to find in this, and it was 121 pages. So in that 121 pages, I was only able to find the representation for someone needing reading glasses. Either they have glasses or they don't, but usually that's not even something that comes up. The emphasis or needing the reading glasses does come up a couple of times, and so I did like seeing that representation in there. to see that. It was interesting, and I enjoyed that. So outside of the reading glasses, any sort of representation is pretty much going to be up to your imagination. Okay, think of, with this being historical, you're not going to be getting a lot, if any, LGBT rep. If there is LGBT rep, it's going to be very much kept on the down low or hush hush. So use your imagination for this. In other words, as far as any racial diversity, again, it's going to be up to your imagination. So, and where it takes place in California, again, you can come up to your own conclusions as far as all of that. So that's all I have to say about that. 121 pages. I had a good time with it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was sweet. I will be continuing on with this series. And yeah, I look forward to figuring out which brother we're following next. So let me know if you have read this. Have you read anything else by the author Emma Morgan? I do know they have other works out. Definitely let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I will talk to you later.